Yes, I'll make a mention.
Any mention?
My lord, I beg to make a mention of item 8 of the hearing list, my lord. But if it is kindly taken up after 2 weeks, I have some personal difficulty today. I'm making a mention of behalf of respondent number 4, my lord.
This is a part-hearted matter. Promotion.
Part matter, my lord.
Oh, that MIDC.
MIDC
Yes,
matter.
You have finished your.
I finished, my colleague also
I've
finished.
also
but-
finished yours.
Yes. Private respondent has to advance the.
MIDC has finished.
Yes.
Then who's respondent for?
No, she is respondent number 5, my lord.
He's the current MIDC or
I have some
MD.
difficulties today, my lord.
He's the current MD.
Oh, Karan.
Yes.
If you succeed, you will kick him out.
Yes.
So he has to
Well
has to
prepared.
defend himself. Okay. How long?
My lord, I'm praying for 2 weeks.
Whole,
We have it after the
whole matter.
13th onwards, any date. The week commencing from the 13th.
16
16.
on pre-made by parties. This is matter for hearing on. This is matter on 16.
Yes.
Oblige, my lord.
Please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 3 on behalf of Ms. P.S. Nongbri, Your Lordship, for District Council. This matter come up to 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Yes, Mr. Sanrizo.
Item
But in fact, there is an urgency anyway, my lord.
2 weeks,
Is
Your
it?
Lordship.
Who's respondent 3?
Respondent number 3.
You are respondent 3. But you are asking time.
District Council. District Council 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, Your Lordship. Sorry.
Mr. Council has sought for accommodation on behalf of respondent number 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
HADC.
On behalf of P.S. Nongbri, Your Lordship. Just for today, Your Lordship. She's on record.
With the Kunum who is said to be indisposed today. On premier, the same as the law. This is matter after 1 week. 1 week?
1 week, because next week's a holiday, Your Lordship. Can be 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Your Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 10. The matter come up after a week, my Lordship. Item number 10.
No objection, Your Lordship.
3 weeks.
Right, Lordship.
Can you
Authorities.
produce it?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Otherwise, the courts are not so necessary. Can you
Authorities.
produce it?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Otherwise, the courts are not so necessary.
My lord.
Deeply obliged.
If at all is required, then we'll see.
My lord.
Bill matters has to be taken up, as expeditiously as possible.
My lord.
Deeply obliged, Lordship.
Item number 2.
Your Lordship, on previous occasion, I have been directed to produce the case that is with me.
Yes, Mr. Singh, what is your case?
Lordship, my case is that, Lordship, I have been randomly named in the FIR, Lordship, where on the day that is on 3rd March 2026, there was some spot inspection by the executive magistrate and all from the office of the DC office. So there was a land dispute in the village between Lakadong village and Lakadong Umat, Lama village and Lakadong Umat village. So I am from the Lakadong Umat village. I am just a mere teacher, Lordship. But on that very day, on the site, when the inspection was supposed to be conducted, then there was firing. Some fires were shot from the, as alleged in the FIR, by the from the site of the Lakadong Umat village. Then some of them from the Lama village got injury. So thereafter, they have filed this by the headman and secretary of Lama village. They have filed FIR naming myself also, Lordship. But on that very day, I was not at all present on the site, Lordship. I was attending to my ailing mother who was admitted in ICU in Woodland Hospital in Juwai, Lordship. Because I was also staying in my wife's place, there is in Nangba in Juwai. Because right from 28, my mother was admitted there, and thereafter, Lordship, I have also consulted myself because attending my mother during the time of attending to my ailing mother, I was also not feeling well, so I have consulted to one doctor also, Lordship, then which I have already annexed. That is the prescription also on. There is page 16, Lordship, and I am just a mere teacher, Lordship. I have no land owned by me also in the border area, disputed area where the sport inspection was supposed to be conducted. So, Lordship, I have been, in fact, misled by this FIR, and I have already moved before the Learned District and Session Judge of Cleriat also, but my petition was pleased to be rejected, Lordship, because not considering the evidences which I have produced, documentary evidences that my mother was admitted. There is annexure number 3 and annexure 4, Lordship. That and not considering that, Lordship, my bail was anticipatory bail was rejected. So, Lordship, I am coming before your Lordship so that because in this type of thing, when I was not present at all, your Lordship, my involvement in the said firing incident or whatsoever, Lordship, it is impossible, Lordship. And I have the evidentiary proofs also. And custodial interrogation is not warranted, Lordship. And after the interim order was passed by this by your Lordship, I have already appeared also before the IO, Lordship. So I pray that, Lordship, otherwise, since I am a teacher also in the SSA school, I've been regularly attending there. I'm a resident of this Lakadong Umat village only. So, Lordship, if I am arrested, then my prestige will be put at stake, Lordship. So I make the interim granted may kindly be made absolute. I humbly pray before your Lordship.
You said, where's your proof that you were not at the place of occurrence?
That is page 16, Lordship. 16? Page 14 and 16, Lordship. 16, page annexure 3, page 14 is the discharge summary for the mother who was admitted, Lordship. And page 16 is the prescription which I have consulted the doctor in July itself, Lordship. Moreover, Lordship, the inspection was supposed to be done along with the owners who were having land in the disputed area, but I was not having at all, and I am not aware what was the dispute also, what is the incident, how it has occurred also. I have zero knowledge, Lordship.
You see, there is a statement of one witness who saw you at the place of occurrence. He had named, he specifically named you and some others. At that point of time. See, so on 3/3/2026 at about 10:30 to 11 a.m. You were said to be present there, at the place. It never said that you had used firearms, but he said that you are armed with a machete.
Lordship,
This is eyewitness account, but your Annex 4 this is a doctor's observation.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, in fact, as a matter of fact, Lordship, even from the Lama village, we know, maybe they know me, that's why they have just named randomly, because previously, that is right, 10 years back.
That cannot be.
When I was not there.
There must be some motive if you are named. But an eyewitness account means somebody who saw someone. If they are able to name A, B, C, then
that is best known to the region, best known to him.
The only thing is,
I shall prove my innocence, Lordship, with all the proofs only at the time of trial, Lordship, but I was not present at all, Lordship. So to prove that I was not present, I shall prove at the time of trial, Lordship. But custodial interrogation is not warranted, Lordship, when I was not present at all. But I'm ready to cooperate also, with any conditions.
Mr. Abraham, this, you look at page 16 of the petition.
Yes. Type copy, yes, Your Lordship, but doctor, it has been admitted that, given but to which hospital it has been admitted, that this is the mere plain city, Your Lordship. It does not have even this writing pad of the doctor also. It's just a plain city, Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship.
It is in a clinic, Lordship, the private clinic. Not in the hospital, the mother was admitted. But I have consulted a clinic nearby the hospital only. Because attending, my sister also was there. My sister was attending when I was not keeping well. So I went to the doctor nearby where there was a clinic, Lordship. Because attending my ailing mother, I was not the only one. My siblings also were together.
Have you, when you had appeared before the IO,
Lordship.
Have you informed the IO that on the day you were in this clinic?
Very much, Lordship.
Have you shown him this prescription?
Lordship.
Huh?
Lordship.
But there's no noting here.
I was asked questions, Lordship, where I was, so I have already explained him everything, along with the orders, with the papers also I carried. Which hospital, which doctor I have consulted.
The IO should verify this fact. Heard learned counsel for parties. Mr. Rakesh Singh, learned counsel for the petitioner, has maintained that on the date when the incident took place at the place of occurrence, that is, where is the place of occurrence?
It's in Klewa Rakhyang.
Klewa
Rakhyang, sir. Lordship. The disputed land is part of
Klewa Rakhyang. Rakhyang. East Dante Hills District under Clariat Police Station. The petitioner what's that? Was not present at the said place of occurrence, since at the relevant time, that is between 10:30 to 11, he had attended a doctor's clinic. Where is the place of this clinic?
Lakadong nang this is Turuhing Nangba, Lordship.
Klewa Raklang.
Where?
Klewa.
No. Where is the doctor's clinic situated?
Juwai, sir, Juwai. Juwai, sir.
Joy.
Yes, sir.
Room to go. At Joy, West Dante Hills District, which is far away from the set place of occurrence. To this extent, the petitioner has also annexed the doctor's prescription and the doctor's examination report and prescription, which is found at page 16 under bracket annexure 4 in this petition. Wherein it is noted that on 3/3/2026 at about 11 a.m. the petitioner was examined by the said doctor. On the other hand, from the case diary produced by Mr. H. Abraham Leonard GA, it is seen that the IO has recorded the statement of one of the witnesses who has clearly indicated that he saw the petitioner and others present at the place of occurrence, and they were armed with machete in their hands. That was when he said witness heard gunshots and fled from the place. Next, under such contradictory narration of the alleged factual situation, this court is of the opinion that the IO is required to inquire into the matter and to find out the truth. Accordingly, the IO was directed to pursue the matter, that is, to examine the said doctor who has conducted the said medical examination upon the petitioner and to file a report in this regard. This is matter on 1st April. In the meantime, the interim order passed earlier will remain in force. 1st April. This is a copy, or should I return it to you?
That if your lordship may return it back, that case that is on the next day record, I'll produce again here.
The copy of the CD is returned to the learned J with direction to produce the up-to-date case diary on the next date fix.
I'll obey your lordship.
Item number 2.
Yes, my lord. My lord, this is for cancellation of bail under the Foreigners Act, my lord. My lord, we have served the accused person and I have just received the report from the IO. Kindly allow me, my lord, to bring in a record through affidavit. Why should be for the petitioner side?
You have filed your affidavit of service.
Yes, my lord. I have to prepare them, my lord, because we served the accused person through the IO, my lord, in the last order. So kindly allow me to file my affidavit.
Ms. G has submitted that the notice upon the respondent has been affected. However, affected through the IO. However, it is prayed that the said service report may be allowed to be filed by way of an affidavit of service. Pray allowed. This is matter of the 1 week.
1 week, my lord.
Item number 4.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Pathan.
Yes, my lord. Dr. Mozika is not around, my lord.
Lord, she will be here.
Presence would be required. Hello. It's a very short issue otherwise. This is, my lord, involving Rule 26(4) of the CCS pension rules and also Rule 49(2). My lord, this person, there's no challenge to the fact that he had voluntarily wanted to, my lord, retire from service because he was having some family issues and difficulty. Thereafter, my lord, however, due to change of circumstances, he wanted to withdraw. That was not considered. He had, my lord, qualifying service of more than 10 years, but that not 20 years. So our case is that under Rule 49(2), my lord, whether he would be entitled to 50% of the pension, if not the whole, my lord. Whole he has not qualified because he has not done 20 years of service. And the affidavit that the Assam Rifles had brought forward is that there is a distinction between the word retire and resign. So according to them, my lord, resignation is not retirement, and therefore he will not be entitled to pension, my lord. It is basically revolving around that interpretation, my lord.
Yes. Okay.
My lord, in this case, well, I may just point out, my lord. Page 11 of my affidavit, my lord.
Yes.
Well, this is dated
12 is the type copy.
12 is the type copy.
12 is the type copy, my lord. This is the request for discharge from service on extreme compassionate ground. I have the honor to state that, sir, I have been serving in this force since 3rd January 1986 and completed 12 years of service with entire satisfaction to my superior. Since last 3 years, I have been facing domestic problem due to illness of my wife. I have also a minor child of 5 years old. There are no male active members in my house to look after my ill wife as well as my only son. My presence in home is very essential to solve my domestic problem. In view of the above facts of light, I am requesting to your honor kindly allow me my request of discharge on compassionate ground in early date so that I can look after my ill wife and child. For act of this kindness, I shall be grateful to you. Now, my lord, pursuant to that, my lord, next page, lots of kindly see. I certify that I fully understand that in the event of my discharge at my own request, on extreme compassionate grounds being sanctioned, I shall not be entitled to any pensionary benefit, that is, pension and gratuity for my service rendered in Assam Rifles. And then, towards the bottom, my lord, certified that number so and so, L person who has applied for discharge from service on compassionate ground has been personally interviewed and told clearly that no pensionary benefits will be admissible to him for the qualifying service 12 years 10 months and 13 days already put in by him and certified as per annexes C to Kadwai 4/88 was signed by the individual in front of me. So before the senior officer was explained to him, my lord, that if he does so, he'll forfeit all his pension and pensionary benefit. And the next page, my lord, on 30th June 1999, he was discharged from service. Now, page 16, my lord, are the rules, my lord. Do you have a next?
'99.
The date you will find at the top, my lord, will be discharged from service at own request on extreme compassionate ground with effect on 30th June 99. With effect on same date. Lots got it.
Yes, yes. So
now next page, my lord, page 60.
He was discharged that been on 30th June 1999.
My lord. Well, that we have stated in our affidavit, my lord. Page 2, lots of kindly sees, my lord. Page 2, subpara A. The petitioner was enrolled in Assam Rifle on 3/1/1986 and posted in so-and-so. That while serving with 24 Assam Rifle, the petitioner submitted an application in the year 1998 addressed to the Director General for premature discharge from service on extreme compassionate ground as he was facing domestic problem due to illness of his wife. The petitioner was interviewed by Commandant 24 Assam Rifle on 23/12/1998 and was informed that in the event of his discharge resignation, he will not be eligible for any type of pensionary benefits. As such, a certificate dated 23/12/1998 as per Appendix C was also given by Commandant so-and-so to the effect that the petitioner would not be eligible for any pensionary benefit in the event of a discharge at own request. Thereafter, the petitioner also submitted a certificate dated 23/12/1998 stating that he fully understands that in the event of a discharge at own request, he would not be entitled to any pensionary benefits from service rendered by him. That the application of petition was duly recommended by Commandant 24 Assam Rifle to the DGAR and his discharge from service are approved by the competent authority with effect from 30/6/1999 by Director General letter number so and so dated 11/2/1999 After submitting the application of December 90 for premature discharge from service, the petitioner did not approach any of his superior authorities for withdrawal or resignation, and the discharge from service attained finality on 30/6/99. Accordingly, casualty to that effect was published on so and so 4/3/99. Then, my lord, that the petitioner served 12 years, 10 months, and 13 days qualifying service in Assam. At the time of discharge from service, pension of Assam Rifle person was governed under the CCS Pension Rules 1972, and the petitioner was found to be ineligible for pensionary benefit under these rules. Further, Rule 26(1) of Assam Rifle of Central Civil Service Pension Rule 1972 provides that resignation from a service or post, unless it is allowed to be withdrawn in the public interest by appointing authority, entails forfeiture of past service. Therefore, to be eligible for pensionary benefit, an employee seeking premature retirement from service is required to serve at least 20 years in terms of Rule 48A of CCS pension rules. As the petitioner resigned from service and rendered only 12 years, 10 months so and so service, he is not entitled for any pensionary benefit. However, the following outstanding dues have already been paid to him: white payment authority, white so and so, so and so, so and so, and the amount have been mentioned, my lord, and that amount has been paid to him in 99 itself, my lord. So, my lord, all this happened in 99. The writ petition is filed in the year after 23-24 years, my lord. And the rules are very clear, my lord. The rules we have annexed, I will also kindly see page 16, my lord, of the affidavit.
Yes.
Page 16, Rule 26, my lord. These are CCS pension rules. Forfeiture of service on resignation. Resignation from service or a post, unless it is allowed to be withdrawn in the public interest by the appointing authority, entails forfeiture of past service. A resignation shall not entail forfeiture of past service if it has been submitted to take up with proper permission another appointment, whether temporary or permanent, under the government. So, my lord, clause 1 only, resignation forfeits all service benefits, my lord. And the next page, lords, will see page 17, Rule 48A, my lord.
Yes.
Retirement on completion of 20 years qualifying service. At any time after government servants have completed 20 years qualifying service, he may, by giving notice of not less than 3 months in writing, to appoint a retirement service. Provided this service shall not apply to government servant, including scientist or technical expert who is not relevant, my lord.
Mr. Pathak was saying about 10 years. Where is the reference?
That is Rule 49, my lord. 49.2 is not annexed there, my lord. It's Rule 49.2 of the CCS, my lord.
CCS.
This talks about gratuity only, my lord. Rule 49.
49 or 39?
I think it's at 40.
49, my lord.
49.
49, sub-rule 2.
Just a minute. Where are those? Where is Rule 49?
What's where Rule 49?
Not this, just a
CCS pension rules.
CCS pension rules.
Next anyway. Next Sunday.
What does it say? Just read out.
My Lord, 49.2 says, in case the government servant retiring in accordance with provisions of these rules after completing the qualifying service of not less than 10 years, the amount of pension shall be kept 50% of annulments, of average annulments, whichever is more beneficial to him, subject to a maximum of 3,500 rupees per mensa and a maximum of 45,000 per mensa.
Which one? 49.2 is something different here.
I'm reading from the CCS Pension Rules 1972.
Just a moment.
And then, my Lord, place this with a small written synopsis, the relevant rules, my Lord. My case is only hinging on that, my Lord. Interpretation of whether I would be covered under 49. And what happened in 1999, that I am not contesting, my Lord.
But why
Of
have you
course,
come? But Mr. Pratap, why have you come so late?
my Lord, latches, my Lord.
Those latches
I
and
understand.
you see that's
Lord,
that would be
it
a
is
very
up to discretion to, my Lord, condone that or
question.
not, my Lord.
It would be a very, I would say, huge impediment for you. The law is very
My
well
Lord.
settled as far as delay, latches, acquiescence,
My Lord, I understand.
particularly in service matters.
My Lord.
Because you see, of course, your case is a question of resignation or retirement, whatever.
My Lord.
Had it been otherwise, then it would have an effect on on your colleagues, your subordinates, or your seniors. But then, have you
Of course,
explained?
let's say that Lordship.
Have you made any affirmation as far as delay is concerned?
Is there any extra copy of this? In fact, I have a Supreme Court decision also.
Only at para 10, my Lord, those was not there, however. That there were several previous applications submitted.
No,
but then, para 10, like 2/6 of the repetition. That previous applications, my Lord, were not replied to, my Lord.
But you have not given details of those applications?
The records are not available, my Lord.
Your office copy will be there.
My Lord, it was not there.
You should have given details of when you have approached the authorities. What have they done with your representations? Then you see, the course of action would arise.
Finally, they replied, my Lord, on 5th November 2021. But then before that, my Lord, the records are unfortunately not with us also, my Lord. It's a statement, therefore, made from knowledge, my Lord, not from record. And therefore, my Lord, the aspect of lapses, of course, your Lordship would consider.
Consider you have to show certain authorities in that regard. Under the facts and circumstances of your case.
Delay is one aspect, my Lord. Otherwise, on merit also, my Lord. I placed a Supreme Court decision, my Lord. That's very, very clear on that, my Lord. It's 2012, volume 5. This is with regard to BSF, my Lord, but same rules are applicable. Para 16, which precisely Supreme Court said, my Lord. Last page, para 16.
Yes.
In the present case, the respondent is resigned from the BSF service immediately after completion of 10 years service, and therefore they are not entitled to any pensionary benefits. And the reasoning is given, my lord. I can.
Yes.
Para 16, my lord.
Yes. What is the reasoning for this?
My lord.
Why they are not entitled to pensionary benefits? When
Because 20 is the qualifying service. Para 14, my lord.
that rule, Mr. Pathak was referring to Rule 49.
No, 49 is not applicable. 49, if I may read, my lord. I don't know from where Mr. Pathak was reading, my lord. But 49 in my book says, my lord, 49.1.
Yes.
49.1 talks about gratuity, my lord. In the case of government service retiring in accordance with the provisions of these rules before completing service of 10 years, the amount of service gratuity shall be calculated at the rate of half month's emolument for every completed 6 months period of gratuity qualifying service. I think lots of the same book, my lord.
I was reading 49.2.
Look at 2.
Yes, my lord. In the case of government servant retiring in accordance with the provisions of these rules before completing qualifying service of 10 years, the amount of service
After
shall be calculated at the rate of half month's emolument for every completed 6 months period of qualifying service. There is no mention of 35,000, 45,000. What Mr. Pathak was reading, my lord.
Yes. Look at you're reading Rule 2, isn't it? 49.2.
49.2, my lord.
Yes. Read again. It says subject to the proviso to sub Rule 2 of Rule 38. In the case of a government servant retiring in accordance with the provisions of these rules, after completing qualifying service of not less than 10 years, the amount of pension shall be calculated at 50% of emoluments or average emoluments, whichever is more beneficial to him, subject to a minimum of 9,000.
My lord is reading 1972 rules, my lord.
This is amendment.
These are CC's pension rules of 1972.
Oh, these are
21.
2019.
So he retired in 99, my lord, lots of seen. 1972 rules will be applicable, my lord.
Okay.
So I'm reading 1972 rules, my lord.
Yes, so Mr. Pathak, these rules will not apply to you.
No, 72 rules, my lord, was in force till the 21 amendment had come in force, my lord. I don't know, maybe because I was reading from this Swami's pension compilation.
This is 2019 rules.
No, this edition is of 2019. The rules are of my lord 1972 till 2021 when it was my lord amended and administered rules had come into force.
Yes, rules could be of 2000. Where's the indication here?
Let me share the rules that I am reading with Dr. Mozika, my lord, so that there can be some clarity on it.
Yes, these are 1972 rules. Dr. Muzika,
my lord.
Yeah, these rules. 1972 rules. Any? You took up 49.
These are 2019 amendments, my lord.
Exactly.
And his case, his cause of action arose in 99, my lord.
That
So
is why.
subsequent amendments will not entitle him.
That is why I was asking Mr. Pathak, since these rules, I mean that particular rule has been amended only in 2019.
Yes, ma'am.
Incorporated in 2019.
7th January 2019, my
So
lord.
you cannot avail of that.
Lord, that
I think Mr.
particular my book again, my lord, is not indicating that particular amendment to be in a particular year.
It's there. In the footnote, is there. According to
By
It with effect from 7th January 2019, my lord.
7 January
2019.
2019. Yes.
It is mentioned here.
It is mentioned there. That's what What
Mr. Pathak can come to Shillong, my lord, with his
What
books.
book are you reading?
I will, my lord, cross-check with the older version of my book, my lord.
Okay.
But then otherwise that is the
But
only
then,
limited issue.
I think, Mr. Pathak,
Just
I'm
cross.
very sorry, but I don't think you have a case.
My lord, I understand. My lord.
Wasting the time of the court. 2022. You seek instruction whether to withdraw this petition or for order to be passed.
My lord, have it day after tomorrow or something like that.
Just get instructions.
My lord.
Ms. Chhetri, you refer this book to Mr. Pathak
Yes, Your Lordship.
on prayer made by Mr. V. Pathak, Land Council Petitioner. This is matter on Friday.
Friday, will have
Friday.
Thursday, my lord. Friday, I have some difficulty.
Thursday. Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday, my lord.
So day after tomorrow then.
Day after tomorrow.
It'll be better if you can come to Shillong.
My lord, I'll try, my lord.
Guwahati must
Tomorrow I might.
Guwahati must be very hot, so come enjoy the rain here.
My lord, it's raining in Guwahati also.
Oh yes. Okay, fine. Day after tomorrow then.
For the hearing.
My lord.
Item number 5.
Same one.
Similar matter.
Same.
More or less identical matter.
Same.
Yes, Your Lordship. All same. 4 and 5.
Identical, my lord, but in the sense that I have herein, my lord, challenged my termination also. Here also is a case, my lord, he had tendered resignation. But then the authority said that if to accept your resignation, you come down and be physically present. But then I was not allowed to rejoin, and ex parte, my lord, there was a court of inquiry held, and I was discharged from service, my lord. So that discharge order is also under challenge here. That it was an ex parte order. Anyways, Lordship would have it on Thursday, my lord.
Okay.
Because my pension qualification again would come under Rule 49(2) only. My lord.
Deep privilege.
Obliged, my
Item
lord.
number 7.
May it please your lordship. My lord, we are supposed to file our written argument. I crave leave before your lordship to kindly permit us a week's time after the appellant filed their written argument for the.
Have you filed yours?
Your Lordship, we don't need to file written argument to supply to them, Your Lordship. You can just supply to the court because
Why not?
normally
They are also entitled to.
At least we can reply accordingly for the ends of justice
have you
and fair
filed?
play.
no, not yet.
You have not filed.
No, Your Lordship.
For how long?
1 week.
2 weeks.
But normally it's supposed it's
You
not
file.
like
You give a copy to them. Makes no difference. Why? Why are you afraid? If you have a strong case, they cannot do anything to you.
My lord, as per pleadings.
Yes, Your Lordship.
On prayer made by the parties seeking some more time to file written argument. Matters listed after 2 weeks.
Lordship may be pleased to direct at least in writing to supply a copy.
You can just exchange it.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
Item number 9.